Well, Rusland wanted him to go in AP because then it wouldn't cost no money. Yeah, it was the money thing, right?
Well, and the time.
I said it's a commitment. Like, if you're gonna do it, you have to be all in, and you can't just pick and choose your practices. Like, you have to commit to the team like you do here. Like, whatever you do, like, you have to be at all the practices. You can't be late, you know.
Yeah.
Better not think they're gonna start pounding on the walls.
You're the enforcer.
Oh, I will.
Yes, those right.
What do we got working the game today? Any friendly zebras? Looks like a big guy in the box, eh, with a stripe on.
I think one's a bank and one's Bremner. Probably the two linesmen.
Geez, I was almost going to say Mason for a second, but a little bit too skinny, that rough. Oh, there's a big guy.
Yeah.
That Donna, she gave up her job. She was in charge of president of Melfort Minor Hockey and the AA teams for quite a few years. And that was a paying position, too.
Oh?
Yeah, she just retired, I saw in there. She was excellent. She didn't take shit from nobody. Yeah, she was really, we and her got along really good. Yeah. I remember one time we were at a game and the coaches all got kicked out. She goes, "You got your papers?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You're on the bench tonight." And she just went on her computer and she registered me, and now it didn't matter because we had a good enough team. I just stood there and just rolled the lines. There was nothing to it.
Well,
Are we ready to roll?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hi folks, we're back here at the Wally Dowatic Arena, and we're ready for a U15 game. This is the league championship, and it's the Park Posse, and that's Porcupine, Archer Will, Rose Valley, and Kelvington. That's where the park comes from, and they're going to play, of course, the Hudson Bay Hunters. And if you're listening at home, I hope you don't hear the noisemakers the way we are hearing them here. They're surrounded us with them, and it's interesting anyway. So.
Yeah, good for the team, but a little hard. A little hard to talk.
And actually, no use even trying to talk, because I don't imagine I would come through. So we're lining up for the national anthem here. The kids are on the blue lines, and thanking Craig Home Hardware for their sponsorship.
Exactly.
That was interesting, eh, Gene?
The old Canada.
Yeah, it sounded like Jimi Hendrix or something.
A little different.
Yeah, here comes the Zebras right in front of us. Don't recognize the first guy or the second with the beard. You said maybe Bremner boy, the last guy? I'm not sure.
Yeah, one of them. Third one, I think, isn't it? Leland?
I don't know. I thought he's a little skinnier than that, maybe. Hard to tell. Oh, yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Those kids change, and I don't see them as often anymore, and it's hard. So we're ready for the face-off, and I hope you can hear us at home, and there's going to be times that we're definitely going to get... And there's the first big hit as number 29, Tyler Choquette came bowling in and knocked a Hunters player down. Now there's a lead pass out there, and Bondarchuk, he can't pick it up, and here's Parker Motrum trying to come back. He can't get by the blue line, but on the second try they get out. And back they come. This is 14. This is Motrum. Gonna walk right through everybody. And there's a backhand just over top of the net. And now into the corner, and Hunter's trying to get it out. Oh, there's a dangerous throw up the middle, but it made it all the way down. And here's Alex, and he's off the goal post. Gabriel, I should say. Gabriel Stonehouse all by himself in and bring it off the goal post. Now trying to come back is Gerald Gutek. Now it's into the corner, pinning him there. That's Zane Pascal pinned his man, and up comes the puck. Hunters came up with it, and back comes Gabriel, and he's going to flip that one in. That was a difficult save, too, the way the goaltender went down. The goalie is Caleb Anaka. Now into the Hunters zone momentarily, and they're trying to dig it out of there, and now it's back as number 12 makes a good play. That was Kalen Boyko. And again, I apologize. I haven't seen the Park team all year, and so some of the pronunciation might not be accurate. Now here's Zane Pascal. He couldn't pick that up, and now he has to got some help there from Camden Van Ness. Came back with a good back check. Now down in the corner, it's going to come close to the net, and Luke Revenet covers it up.
Yeah, 18:06 left here in the first period. A pretty good pace to start the game here.
Yeah, no score yet. Somebody asked that we say the score more often, and I thought, I think we say it quite often, but we'll try.
Yeah, 0-0. There you go.
There, twice in 10 seconds.
Yep.
Now coming in from the point, that's Leland Rustad. His shot ends up in the corner, right out in front, and it was tipped. Somebody's got to get those kids off that red light back there. That's going to be really just distracting. And now trying to clear it out, but it's going to be kept in, flipped down into the corner, and with it there was 88 Van Ness able to get it out. And back comes big 66 Luke Jensen. There's a shot high and wide. Momentarily kept in, or trying to keep it in, was Bondarchuk. And coming back now is Elias Anderson. And now he got put down. And now cleared out to nobody in particular, and it's back there. The defenseman grabs it and throws it ahead. Bondarchuk breaks that one up, but back to get it again is 22 Gutek. He throws it way out and picked off by Hudson Bay, and here's number 11 with it. That's Blake Jensen. And coming back to help out is Bondarchuk. His pass is tipped up the middle, and 22 going to go back to get it. That's Gutek. He goes behind the net. Now he tries to fire it out on the right wing. It's kept in momentarily. Now flipped all the way down. Back to get it is Alex Stonehouse. Flips it up in the boards, and whacking away at it there was Nash Houston, and he gets it out of the zone. Flipped right back in again, and back to get it is Stonehouse. Stonehouse off the boards there, looking for Blake Jensen. Jensen, puck ends up behind the net again. Hunters having trouble getting out of their own zone. and now going to walk into from the point, and that was a shot that was blocked, and the shooter was Parker Mottram. And now the Hunters ramming it down the boards, and that was 17 Nash Houston, but he was at his own blue line, so it's going to be an icing call.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. The penalty box door was open there. I think he wanted to talk to the ref there, but he closed it up. So it's 16:01 left in the first period. Face off to the left of Herebenak.
And that's going to be won by the Hunters. 16 throws it behind the net. That's Declan Thack out all the way to the far blue line. And now carrying it there is Mottram. He throws it ahead. And now it's just going to be dumped in, and looking for it is Sawyer Kuzik, but he kind of took a roundabout route to get there. And that puck all the way from his own end and right on the net. And now trying to move it out of the Posse. Broken up there by Gabe Stonehouse. Way over on this side now to number 20, Jared Johnson. Johnson flips it ahead, and that's Stonehouse with it. He gets banged twice. And trying to come back with a nice little slick move there. Well, goes all the way in behind the net. That's Nixon Reed right out in front, and Herebenak going to jump on it.
Yeah, Nixon Reed's dad, Derek Reed, won from the pass here. Good hockey player.
Yeah.
Good genetics in that family. Nice play by Reed on that one to pass it out in front.
Yeah, I saw Derek. I didn't get close enough to talk, but he gave me a nod and a smile, and
yeah,
that's all it takes for me to feel wanted these days. Face off to the left of Herebenak. 15:03 left, no score. And now right out in front, now walking in and shooting it high and wide again. And now Hunter's able to lug it out of there. That's Van Ness, got it ahead, and Johnson couldn't pick it up. Going to be right back, trying hard to keep it on side. There was Stonehouse. And it just came out, and he had to go chase it down and throw it back in again. And here they come. The Posse, 27, Sanderson. Dropped off there, and Van Ness comes back. Good back checking there. Nice pass ahead, and not able to be picked up there by Jensen. No, that was a bad one. It hit Jensen in the skates and knocked him over. Now here's Van Ness, and he's going to backhand it in, and they want a full change here for the Hunters. Coming around his own net is one of the Posse defensemen. That's number 14, Mottram. Called his name lots. Back into the corner, and Declan Thack played it ahead. Now he plays it behind the net. Going to be anybody there? No, it comes back to the point. There's a shot well wide by the right defenseman. Now right out in front, and that, I don't think anybody got a piece of that one.
No.
And here comes Bondarchuk. He's trying to pick his way through. They kind of double-teamed him. Anybody who's played the Hunters know double-teaming Alex is a good start. Cut down the damage anyway. Oh, there's a bad clearing attempt by the Hunters. And wheeling its way back in and shooting high over top of the net. Now poaching in is Mottram. Top goal post. So far, one at each end. There's a shot, and that's a nice save. That was through a crowd.
Yeah, Park definitely come to play tonight. Actually, I watched the game on Live Bar in their last game. They did not at all look like this tonight. Yeah. Tonight they're out skating, and yeah, end to end. 13:09 left. Haven't had many whistles here in the first period.
Yeah, kind of just opened up for Herebenak to see that one coming in. Took it off his belly, but still, excellent save. There's a flip in there, and he's going to knock that one down, cover it up.
Yeah, he's not the size of Easton Schumont, but he does come out to the top of his crease well.
So the faceoff will be to his left again, and moving in to take it is Traden Poorman-Nippy for... No, now they're going to switch it over to the right. Poorman-Nippy for the Posse, and looks like Gabe Stonehouse for the Hunters. Now going to get some help there from Dennis, who clears it out. Shot ahead. Going to be knocked down by the Hunters. There's a beauty hit by Johnson. That should be an icing call. No, they waved it off. He definitely touched it on his own side of half. And now Hunter is able to move it out. It took a while to corral that one. And Johnson comes swaggering in down the side there and gets the shot. He was under heavy pressure there. Took a few sticks across the knuckles, and that made the play. I don't think it would be a shot on net because it's over top, but...
yeah, and I think he drew himself offside on that too, and he shot it after the whistle, yeah.
Well, they came outside the line, so it must have been an offside in there someplace for sure. And now trying to steal it with Bondarchuk, he couldn't. Coming away with it is Noah Milkey.
Oh.
His dad is the principal of the school there. Used to be at Carrot River and moved over to Porcupine a few years ago. Now there's a bad giveaway. And there's a nice pass.
That was
it's in the net.
Sweet pass by number 10 from Park there. Backhand behind the back pass. Not sure who's going to lead. Looks like their assistant captain.
12 got the goal, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 15 got the goal. Yeah, 15 from 10. Excellent pass from number 10 there. Put it right on his stick. I think me and you could have scored that one, Gene. That was such a nice pass.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, 12-11 left here in the first. 1-0 Posse.
Herbert from Boyko. That's what we're calling it here. Well, let's see if there's another commercial. Couldn't hear a thing.
Yeah, I didn't hear if there was a second assist, but...
I don't think there was a second assist, but I thought she had a different goal scorer than what we recorded, but that's okay. Everybody's trying to do their job. Everybody's pumped up for this big game here, and hopefully the Hunters can start skating and get back into it. There was Van Ness flipping that one ahead, looking for Jensen. That didn't click, and now way down. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Good call on the outside. It was an excellent pass, but he was across the line just a stride ahead.
Yep.
It's going to come all the way back here to the Porcupine blue line.
Yeah, pretty good crowd here. We got about probably 3/4 of the rink full here, so if you want to come down, we still got room.
Hopefully they're buying lots of 50-50s.
Yeah. Ooh.
And now Hunter's in the mid-zone here. Nash gets it ahead, looking for Blake Jensen, and that didn't click. Now at his own blue line, he's going to be picked off there by Bentley Kozak. He plays it ahead, and here's Bondarchuk in, swings wide, right out in front. Oh, it's in, but that's... he kicked in?
Yeah, I think it was a kick in on that one. I don't know if they're going to go upstairs on this one or not, but...
there is no upstairs, so...
yeah.
they're going to confirm.
If they go upstairs, I'll just say I never saw it, but yeah, they're talking about it right now here. It definitely was kind of a kicking motion towards the net.
Definitely off his skate, one way or the other. No. Whether they thought he had a kicking motion or not, I don't know. They're talking to two of the Posse players now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was Nash there. He definitely looked down and angled his skate towards there to redirect it, but
looks like they're giving him the goal.
Yeah. So 1-1 hockey game with 11:18 left here in the first. They're going to drop the puck. Yeah, it counts now.
That's hard. I didn't see a direct kicking motion, but definitely off his skate. Now trying to move in there is number 11, and that's Blake Jensen. Puck stays in. Right out in front. I don't know. Did you catch anything on the goal?
Yeah, Bondarchuk and Jensen. 12 and 11 on the assist, and they gave the goal to Nash. Gave it to Nash.
Okay, that's right now at this stage of the season. Hunters don't care who got it, who gets credit for it. Trying to come back in is Nash Houston there, just credited with that goal right out in front. And it came to Bondarchuk from a nice setup from the corner. And goaltender had to make a good save. That was Caleb Anaka.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Gabe pass that one out in front, but right on Bondarchuk's stick there, and got a good shot on that. Good scoring chance.
Yep. So it looks like Gabe Stonehouse will take
Looks
the
like
draw.
they're stacking the lines up front early here. They got Johnson, Bondarchuk, and Gabe.
That puck rolled towards the net, but it was picked up and knocked away, cleared away. Back here's Johnson. He challenged with a hit, and he got the better of that one. Now shot all the way down. Icing waved off as it bounced over a stick there. And kept in by Johnson. Johnson, good hustler, right out in front, but that's going to be swept away. And now with a nice attempt there by Stonehouse, but it was wide of the net and it was picked off and cleared into the far corner. Now Everett Herbert trying to get out of there. He scored the only Porcupine Plain goal, and back they come, and it's kicked over. That was off his skate too, but he did an excellent job to get his stick on it. That's going to be Herbert again.
Yeah, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, eh? Last two goals in off the skates both ways, so.
Oh, there was Boyko who led the way through there, so we'll see if we can pick up the assists.
Yeah, kind of a bouncy puck there, but doesn't matter how it goes in, I guess, at the end of the day.
He did an excellent job to control it, and he definitely got a stick on it. Now the face-off at center, it's Scrambly there, and trying to play it ahead was Bentley Kozak. Now back comes the Park. Swing to the far side. Now right in the middle, that's an excellent goal again. And unfortunately, they're coming fast and furious. That one 14 seconds.
Yeah, 3-1 Park here with 9:32 left here in the first. Park's out shooting Hudson Bay 7-3 too, and those two quick goals in 14 seconds here. Hopefully they can come back, get a little energy on this next shift here.
Herbert had the handshake line there, so we're assuming it was 15. See if we can pick up. Nice and clear there, Bo.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that, Gene. Pretty tough.
Repeating it at all.
Yeah. Got to get Bobo down there, eh?
Well, he's there, but
was he over there? Oh, yeah.
He had the mic in his hand. That's why I said.
When I go get some tickets after the period here for the $2,500 50-50 compliments Craig Home Hardware, I'll talk to Bobo.
Now again, Park down there. They've grabbed a 3-1 lead here with 2 goals 14 seconds apart. Both were beautiful goals. And now back comes 17. Nash Houston throws it into the middle. Bondarchuk had it in his belly there for a while. Nash picks it up, gets it back to the line. There's Boychuk and across. And they're swirling around and throwing it wide of the net was Camden Van Ness. And now stolen off the boards there by Bondarchuk, and it's poked off his stick out into the neutral zone. Thrown back in, and Van Ness works his way out of the corner, goes for the backhand, and lays right there! And picking it up for Corey.
Yeah, looked like Vanessa threw a backhand on net, and now Houston got the rebound and buried it here with 8:37 left. We got a 3-2 hockey game. Posse up by 1.
Goals coming fast and furious here. So we're back to center ice again. And the draw was won cleanly by Bondarchuk, and way back, and Alex Stonehouse has to go get it. He gets it up on the left wing, and now it's going to, no, Bondarchuk couldn't pick it up. Nash couldn't get it. Now he gets it out. And here comes Bondarchuk. He's double teamed. Excellent work by Alex Bondarchuk. And he
come out of that one.
Another double team. Tried to get it out in front. Trying to pick his way out was Blake Jensen.
Ooh.
And that one rolled past. Now right in front of the net and looking for it, there was Blake Jensen. And now Bondarchuk right out in front. There's a chance. And ties the score.
Yeah, good work by Bondarchuk in behind the net there to keep Yeah, don't blink. You're going to miss a couple goals here. 7:52 left here in the first. It's a 3-3 game. 6 goals scored here on 7 and 6 shots.
So Boyko and Herbert scored 14 seconds apart for Park, and now Houston and Blake Jensen 45 seconds apart. It's a tie game. I can't hear a thing on the
Yeah, definitely Bondarchuk on the assist on the one, but I'm not sure if there's a second one.
Well, Jensen scored. Maybe if you've got, maybe see a bowl, we'll take a picture of the score sheet and send it across. I've got his text number if you don't.
I'll wait another 7 minutes here. There's probably going to be another 8 goals. From the far side, the Hudson Bay Dental, right along the boards. He shot it and found the net, slid it along the ice, and beat the Park goalie.
So 3 goals for Hudson Bay in 86 seconds, and they've got the lead again. Now it's shot in after the draw, and now poor clearing attempt, and throws it right through the crease. There's a chance. Good save by Revenuck, and he covers it up.
Yeah, 6:55 left. Goals are coming fast and furious. 4-3 Hunters, shots on net, 8-7 in favor of the Posse.
I don't have my phone here, so I can't text.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't have mine either. Well, when I get the 50-50 here, I'll see if they can maybe, I'll maybe borrow Jackie's phone or something here.
Yeah, if they just repeat it and speak up louder. I can't hear the young lady that's doing the announcing. Can't hear. And back comes Johnson. He's going to shoot, and that one got by the goaltender, Anaka, but it was wide. And we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He probably knew that. Right on her front!
Yeah, Gabe Stonehouse, Jelly on the spot for the rebound. I think Vanessa with the shot from the blue line. And nice low shot. I guess they got, the word is out, shoot low on the Posse goalie. Gives that big juicy rebound. Yeah. 5-3 Hunters here with 6:36 left.
I don't see another goalie either, so he's, not that he's played badly, it's just 8 shots, 5 goals.
Yeah, their D got to get rid of them rebounds, but good for the Hunters for being on the spot.
This one after.
Yeah, Camden got the helper on that one. I did hear that.
So it's 5-3 all of a sudden, and it looked like Park had this game, or early control anyway. Up 3-1. There's a long shot just wide, and chasing after it. Number 29, the captain, Coquette.
Yeah, good on Luke Revenuck for staying with that one. Puck was shot wide. He was kind of out of position, but he stayed with it and covered it and got a whistle.
It was important for him to hang on to that one too. It was off his chest and trapped it there, and well done. So the face off to his left in a 5-3 game. Hunters ahead. It might have been Maslin that made that rush. I'm not sure. Might have been 19 instead of 29. Oh, there's a 29 out there now. Now flipped way to the far line here, and dished off there from Nash to Bondarchuk out in front. Ooh. That one's going to be cleared away, trying to keep it in, and they say he did keep it in. Good work there by Stonehouse. Now he's going to get a chance to shoot. And that was a good save by the goalie. It might have been off the net again, but he snagged her about 6 inches off the ice.
Yeah, nice shot by Alex Stonehouse there, about 6-8 inches off the ice there, and made it all the way to the net.
Anyway, face off to the right of the goaltender, Anaka. And that's, nope. Gabe Stonehouse loses that one. Now Johnson can't keep it in, and Pascal got it a little deeper. Now cleared down. Number 8 goes back to get it. That's Alex Stonehouse. In behind, and there's Johnson is running the wrecking crew out there right now. And now coming away with it. Over on this side to Camden Van Ness. He cuts to the middle. He's pushed off, and the puck rolls ahead, but not to anybody in particular. Here's Jared Johnson again, and he is checked off of his stick and thrown back in there by Bentley Kozak, the defenseman. And back now trying to get some kids to move out of the way here. They're too interested. Now it comes back, going to be a wide open shot. Fair enough, makes the play. 14 got the clear shot of Parker Motrum. Nobody between him and Hrebenik, and
yeah, Hrebenik, see that one all day long. Good goalie back there, Hrebenik, and yeah, you're not going to beat him with a shot from there, that's for sure.
So 5-3 for the Hunters. They scored just four real fast. Have to wait till the intermission to try to figure out exactly how fast it was. 2 came 45 seconds, and 41 seconds later they got another one, and now this last one I'm not sure. Puck goes right in front, and it's kicked down by Porcupine, trying to move in. And with it there, trying to move in and try to get a shot was Maslin. That didn't work. Now it's across to the far side, and this is Nash Houston with it. Up the middle. And taking it. Oh, there's a shot, and he scores! Blake Gibson.
Yeah, now he'd like to get that one back. No screen in front of him, and that one just beat him blocker high, top corner, yeah.
Well, basically the attitude right now is shoot the puck.
Yeah, and
That's
the way
10 shots and 6 goals.
the way the goalie was hanging his head after that one went in, I think they better keep shooting.
Oh, he's
Definitely rattled.
upset for sure.
Yeah, 6-3, Hudson Bay with 3:55 left. 10 shots apiece.
What a comeback, 5 goals in
Yeah.
short time. There's a hit from behind, or sure looked like a shove from behind. Coming back in is Stonehouse. He was under heavy pressure, but he got the shot away. Now somebody came out there to check Jared Johnson. That didn't go well for the Park Posse player. Back to the line, kept in by Kozak, right out in front, but no white shirts were able to get it. Now good work by Dennis, who gets it down close to the line. Shot all the way out. And now Chloe gets it at the line and zips it all the way down. Change of the defense here, cleared out and gonna be there. Pascal, oh, he gets run over.
Yeah.
There's a long shot, and going to his knees and making the save is Hrebenik. And now long pass out, and this is Gabriel Stonehouse. He gets around the defense and goes through a hook. Hooks slash hook slash. That makes any sense. Now right in. Good work there by 14. That's Motrum.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky with that penalties tonight so far. I don't think we've had a penalty call either way here in the first, have we?
No.
And 2:42 left. Pretty clean hockey game. 6-3
You'd think
in favor of the Hunters.
Yeah, you'd think with 9 goals in the first 18 minutes, 17 minutes really,
Something should be a power play.
you'd think. Somebody's got the power. Now it's won by Park. Throwing towards the net, but deflected into the corner. And now Sawyer Kuzek feeds it out on the right wing. And now kind of a ill-advised pass there by Nash Houston. And back comes Porcupine. Tried swinging around. Sorry if I keep saying Porcupine instead of Park. I don't even know how many of the players are from Porcupine. Nice pass by Bondarchuk. Over there to Houston. And that shot ends up behind the net after the save by the goaltender. And now flipped out there, and it's going to be picked off. And here's, Bondarchuk. He didn't want to go for a skate.
No.
He got one step inside the blue line and let her rip, and it went over top. Now broken up, but try and come back.
Oh.
It's going to be the first penalty right there.
Yeah, I think I jinxed him.
As Kalen Boyko is knocked down, and it's going to be Van Ness that goes. 1:52 left in the first. Van Ness.
Yeah, I imagine that'll be a trip. Yeah.
That's Parks. Well, that's the first power play.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, it's Parks' first power play too.
Yeah, pretty even so far. 11-10 shots on net in favor of the hometown Hudson Bay Hunters here.
Nice clearing all the way down from this side around the net and all the way down the far boards there from our vantage point. Now cleared out, and it's going to be hammered down the ice again. That was Stonehouse, got it down the ice again. Good work. Now trying to come out here. Getting it ahead on the left side there to Motram. He feeds it back, and here's 27, goes through a stick check right in front.
Ooh.
That one bounced off the post on the short side. Nice rush by Ilya Sanderson. Now it's going to be cleared out, and it's a 2-on-1. Johnson with Gabe. And maybe could have been a pass there. Been saying they're having a tendency not to pass the puck. Oh, and good work there by can't pick up his number. He's frustrated. He's slammed the stick on the ice. That's number 18. Trey Nippy.
Yeah, he cut to the middle and at a good angle, took a shot and probably missed the net by about 2-3 feet. Kind of reminds me of Lonnie Rumack back in the day there. All wheels and no final shot there. All rushing and no finish.
So face-off feed to the left of Luke Rebenek, and it's won by the Hunters, and they're going to ice it. Now they're putting up the garbage can lid, and I can't see anything of that in when they do that. And now Porcupine trying to control it. Here's Noah Milkey. He gets hit hard but stays with the check and blocked Bondarchuk from getting it out of the zone. Rolled all the way back into the goaltender, and Rebenek covered it up. 20 seconds left in the first period. It's 6-3 for the Hunters. They trailed this game 3-1 at one time. They are on power play. They'll be they're on penalty kill. They will be for the rest of this period. Yeah. Right out in front, comes off the side of the net and able to clear it out. And that's going to be the end of the first period here, and an excellent period for the Hunters once they got going.
Yeah, a little lull to start the game there, but like you said, once they got going, good skating for the rest of the 15 minutes of the period there. They turned it on and scored 6-3 in favor of your hometown Hudson Bay Hunters after one, and shots on net also in favor of the hometown Hudson Bay Hunters, 12-11.
Yeah, just trying to figure here. 4 goals, 45, 48, 86, 91, 121 seconds. They scored 4. And then less than 3 minutes later, Blake Jensen scored. And Eric's going to try to figure out, we both forgot our phones.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Stag Jackie's here right now. If you want to talk for a bit here, Gene, or are you going to take a break?
I'll probably take a break, but I'll sign off here.
Okay.
So I'm sorry we can't hear we used to have the system where those the sounds out of the booth would come right here to us out of the penalty box. We don't have that anymore. I think Herbert scored the first one, 12-11 left, and then Houston answered that one, 11-18 left. And then it was Boyko and Herbert with a couple of quick ones, 14 seconds apart. And then, so that was at 9:32, and then at 8:37, just 55 seconds later, Houston scored. Blake Jensen scored 45 seconds after that. 41 seconds later, it was Gabe Stonehouse. 35 seconds after that, Gabe Stonehouse, and then about a minute and a half later, Blake Jensen had his second, and we got to the score of 6-3, and so we'll have to just see what happens the rest of the game. Hudson Bay keeps playing like this. The goaltender's a little frustrated for the Posse, and just got to just keep playing. A little more teamwork would be nice, but they had some beautiful shots. Whether they really intended them to be shots or not, it's hard to say. They threw a couple from out far, and they managed to find the net. So with the score 6-3 for the Hunters after the first period, this is the championship game for the U15 Northeast Minor Hockey League Championship. Hunters ahead 6-3. We will be back in 10 minutes. Okay, but assists are just up for grabs. And then Houston scored. Nash Houston scored to tie it up, and then Boyko and Herbert with a couple of really nice goals, 14 seconds apart, and that put Park ahead 3-1. And then just 55 seconds later, it was Houston from Van Ness. 45 seconds after that, Blake Jensen scored. I know Bondarchuk got one assist there. Then Gabe Stonehouse scored, and then Stonehouse again from Van Ness. And those ones came 41 and 35 seconds. So in 121 seconds, so just over 2 minutes, they scored the 4 goals and get them the lead. And as you can tell, when the noisemakers start, you know he's talking because I'm sure you can't hear us and can't hear yourselves thinking here. So Camden Van Ness is going to have 8 seconds left. 8 seconds on the power play, and then the teams will be back on even terms here.
Oh, I got Bo actually sent me a picture here, Gene.
Okay. Now cleared in by, there the penalty is over, but it's flipped in wide of the net. Thanks. Now cleared down and chasing after is Gabe Stonehouse. Fired all the way back into the blue line, inside the blue line for the Hunters. Now it's cleared out, and here comes the number 12 with it, Boyko. He's been on the score sheet here. And Stonehouse. Now it's ahead to Johnson. Johnson's got Stonehouse with him, and the late call. So they're going to call it on the offside.
Yeah, quick just recap here real quick, Gene, here on the goals here. Hudson Bay's first goal was from 17 and 12 and 11.
Yep.
Second goal was 17 from 88. Third goal was 11 from 12.
Yep.
Fourth goal, 19 unassisted.
Hey.
Fourth goal, fifth goal, 19 from 88, and their last goal, 11 from 17.
Actually, you know, we're only missing one assist. The rest of them we had, I guess. So play now behind the Hunters' net, and they're trying to get organized and get it out of there. Shoveled up with one hand, but now it's picked off in the neutral zone. This is Houston with it. Swings wide left and goes through a body check, and now right out in front, and there's a shot by Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk has not scored yet, but he's got a couple of nice assists, and he's definitely a factor in the game. Now he goes in and bodies off, shoves off a check, and now coming down the side. Good work there by Kozak. Maybe a little bit late. It could have been interference, but he finished his check. Here comes Bondarchuk, and that's a good defense there by 22, Gutek. Now trying to swing around and cut right up the middle, and now they get it over on the right side, and back they come. Small winger there, number 11, that's Hudson Townsend. First time I mentioned Townsend's name. At the blue line, and Jared Johnson is just cruising. The best hit was on Nash Houston as he came to the bench, his teammate. Now going to be flipped in there by Townsend. Cleared out, flipped in again. It won't be icing. But they're Hunters trying to come out on the right wing and not having much luck right now. They do manage to get it out all the way back to the line, to the park line, where Aiden Sharp feeds it ahead. Aiden or Alden? Hard to read the writing here. Looks like Aiden. Now, I don't know, that got behind her. Maybe off the post.
Yeah, either that or Alex Stonehouse, I think, might have made a save. He snuck in behind Herebenuk and had his stick down on the ice. He might have saved a goal just now.
Herebenuk was quick to get on that one when it came rolling in towards the crease again.
Yeah, 17:21 left here in the second. Hudson Bay still up 6-3 and out shooting the Posse 12-11.
That hasn't changed since the end of the first. So
yeah.
Shirts there. And now battle for it in the corner, and coming away with it is Gabe Stonehouse, but he's checked. And back they come. This is Everett Herbert's got a goal, at least one goal here. Down into the behind the Hudson Bay net. Long pass by Stonehouse to Johnson, I believe. Over on this side now for Chloe Dennis, and she can't get too far. Now, here comes Porcupine back again. There's a shot down at his knees with Revenek, and he snags that one.
Yeah, you were talking about 15 Herbert there for Posse. He's got 2 goals and an assist so far tonight. Yeah. Yeah, we had 15 from 10 and 12 from 15 and 22. And the third one was 15 from 10 and 23 for the Posse.
Faceoff was in the park end, and now it's in behind and trying to move it. There was Kuzik. That looks like,
yeah, penalty coming to Hudson Bay here in the corner. It is a boarding call. Who's the victim? Off to the box. Looks like Gabriel is off to the box, number 19. With 15:35 left. Posse is going to be on the power play here.
Yeah, it's focused on Chloe Dennis trying to come out of the zone with it, and I didn't see that hit at all. Just a guy who was laying down in the corner.
Yeah, you don't really want to give up a goal in a 6-3 game to cut it to 2 goals. You don't want to give them that momentum back.
They handled the last power play very well, so hopefully they can do it again. Flipped out now, looking ahead for Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk just never stops skating. There's a good back check there as he lifted his stick. In wide, and Revenek makes the save there. As that puck came off the backboards, and he got it. Puck player got a stick on it, but he snagged it.
Yeah, nice quick glove, low to the ice, snagged her.
Face off to his left, and it's going to be won by Bondarchuk, but trying to come right to the front. Now that looked like it was out. That linesman wasn't really on the line there very well. Now ahead, and there's a late hit as Bondarchuk goes down. And he shot all the way down. 1:20 left in the penalty here. And that's Nixon Reed back to get that one. Cuts right up the middle. Good skating there. Cuts to the left. Looking for somebody to pass to, and maybe thought wrap around, and now he cuts out in front and flips it in, goes off over the top.
Ooh.
And there was one of them was knocked down just as he had a chance. That should be an offside, and the arm was up. And good job by the Hunters killing this penalty. 50 seconds left in it. Now going to be cleared all the way. That should be an icing call, and there's the whistle.
Yeah, 14:23 left here in the first period. It looks like, I don't know if that's Murray the Moose or what's it, Morris the Moose over there getting the crowd going with the old garbage can and the soup ladle.
Yeah, they keep changing the name of these mooses that we have in town.
Yeah.
And now trying to come out, but Johnson breaks that up and actually gets a shot on net from near the red line. Those shots on net are not going up real quick. 13-13 it's saying now. Back they come, and trying to get a shot away was 18. Comes out the other side. Going to be whacked down the ice nicely by the Hunters. And we're under 14 minutes here in the period. And 16 seconds on the power play. The second of the game for Park. And now cutting back in very nicely was 10. Nixon Reed, and that's a good save by Revenek.
Yeah, good speed by Reed coming down the left side there. Time before he circled the net and found nothing. This time he kind of learned from it and took a nice shot on net, but Revenek, well out on the angle, made a nice save.
Just 4 seconds left in the power play, so they will they'll get a scoring chance here, possibly, if they can win the draw. Moving in to take the draw is Kalen Boyko. Hey, that's why I can't hear myself. Mike got pushed down. Hey. Nice pass by Nash up. And this is Gabe. There's a shot and the rebound, and it's in the net. Bondarchuk?
Yeah, Bondarchuk, yeah. Yeah, nice play by Alex. Didn't score on the first one, but he stopped right at the net. And got his own rebound.
Yeah, Park called a timeout.
Yeah. They don't want it to get away here. They definitely cannot go 5 goals down. That would be a pretty tough to come back from that.
Who had the assist on that? I should have seen who was in there.
Oh, I didn't even see it because they're already back at the bench.
So, gonna have it's now 7-3 for the Hunters. 13:24 left here in the second period.
My guess, just looking at who's on the ice, I'd have to say Nash. But we'll see if we can maybe pick it up here.
I watched them. 2 good passes, shot. Now trying to move it into his Park, and they can't get too far across that line. And now Reed tried to throw it in, but it's going to be chipped out of there. And back to get it is Rustad, Liam Rustad, and trying to make the steal there was Nash Houston. He took a little shoulder to shoulder action. Now back, and there's Reed with it, and he tries to throw it out, and Houston chipped it anyway. Couldn't find the handle on it. Back comes Reed. Tries to swing across. Oh, too much stick handling maybe. Back to get it is Bondarchuk. He tries to throw it up the side and got it eventually out across the line. 12:34 left. 7-3 for the Hunters. And back they come, trying to get something going was Choquette. Now trying to go behind the net, and good back checking by Bondarchuk as he made sure that fella didn't come out in front of the net. Stonehouse chasing it down. Oh, he looked like he was going to steal it. He decided to go for the hit, and now they had exchanged a couple of little pokes there. Now on the backhand there, coming in was Kalen Boyko. And Hrebenek stands his ground and makes a save again.
Yeah, nice little play. Orlando Heff-McLean, nice shift. First time I saw him out there, he got a little chip out over the blue line on that last play there and back off to the bench. Good to see them getting some of these other players a few shifts here and there.
Number 7, yeah. I never called his name, and I hadn't noticed number 7 if he... Missed that one too. Now flipped around. I wonder if we could talk to Danny Brand and see if he could figure out how to hook us up to... There's going to be the shot. There's a good save by the goaltender. Right out in front now. The rebound laid there. And again, Johnson. Now it's in the net. Couldn't control the rebound.
Yeah, good second and third effort by Johnson there to poke that rebound home. Hudson Bay with a commanding 5-goal lead here with 11:41 left here in the second.
Well, that's been the difference in a lot of these plays is they just don't give up.
Yeah.
And they know they've got the goaltender Anaka a little bit rattled, and they just keep going after it. He's given up some rebounds, and
I think Tobias and Gabe got the assists on that one.
And back they come. This is number 11 for Park. That's Townsend. He goes in to that puck. Just rolls in on Hrebenek, and he's quick to cover it up and do a job. Oh, unfortunately, Caden Dick got his got his garbage can lid back.
Did he?
Well, he holds it up, but I can't see anything at that end.
Well, I think Morris, the Moose, disappeared and Caden's back, so I think I know where the Moose went.
Face off to the left of Hrebenek, and that puck comes right in and battling away there and coming away with the puck very nicely was Van Ness. in, tried to knife it into the middle, gets knocked down from behind. Hudson Bay gets a shot and it trickles in. That's unbelievable.
Penalty to Vanessa and to a Park player after the goal. Looks like a double slash, a roughing and a slash here. Luke Jensen with the goal here.
Well, how that one, it just trickled through the goaltender, and he's really discouraged. And somebody behind the net slammed.
Yeah.
Was there penalties?
Yeah, they're going to get him here.
Nobody's in the box.
Yeah, he's just waiting for it before they stop here. No. He had pointed out both of them when he pointed to the box.
Yeah, probably just decided there should be one. No. Letting them play.
Yeah.
Back into the Park zone. Rustad with it. Throws it up on the right side. That's going to miss everybody and go for an icing call. And
one guy waved that. Yeah, one guy waved it off and the other one put his arm up, so.
But they're bringing it all the way back, and it's going to be to the right of the goaltender, Caleb Anaka.
Yeah, 9-3 Hudson Bay with 10:51 left here in the second period.
Yeah, only halfway through the game, and they got 9 goals on 18 shots. Scored 5 on their first 10 shots, so they're like 1 for every 2 shots. They're getting a goal.
Yeah.
Now battle down in the corner. There's about 6 of them down there. Trying to pick his way out, and he did, was Herbert. He's got two goals and an assist. Now back, and that's going to be swept away from the front of the net and down into the corner. And number 11 with it, that's Blake Jensen. Tries to throw it out. Gets it to the line, but it'll be shot back in about 30 feet wide. There's a shot, and that's knocked down, and somebody's coming to the bench here, shaking their hand. Now it's flicked out there, and with it is Blake Jensen. Cuts the middle. And that goes off the defenseman's stick, and that bounces wide of the net. And now trying to keep it in, but able to get it out there is Herbert. He throws it ahead. Hunters go back into their own zone. They throw it to the line. Icing waved off. There's a shot by number 10 high and wide, as that was Nixon Reed. Reed is really taken over as Park's best player here. Skating very well. Here's Stonehouse with the steal from Reed. Reed takes him out, and Stonehouse just keeps battling. Got it down deep. Now it's flipped around on the boards. Took a funny hop there, but can't get it out. Kept in by Johnson. Out in the middle, and Stonehouse was looking for a hit, and now a little bit of stick action. There's another slash and a poke in the back on Johnson. Now right out in front. There's a shot, and I don't know if Rebenuck got that one or not. Porcupine's really coming out hitting right now. Hitting and grabbing. And back comes Stonehouse right in beautifully, and a beautiful save with the glove by Anaka.
Yeah, nice backhand by Gabe. I thought he had a beat, but Anaka snagged that one about 2 feet off the ice with the glove.
He made a nice move coming in, and
yeah,
it was good that he was able to get that shot away. Face-off will be to the left of the Park net. Van Ness takes the draw. He tries to tie up the Park player and manages for a little bit. 29 goes way out of his way to hit somebody, and now tried to run a little interference there. Trying to come back with a nice little rush there was Parker Mottram. Yeah, Park just rolling around looking for hits now. Now trying to get up there was Luke Jensen. And there's a shot. That's going to go wide. And here's the chance in the open zone. This is Van Ness, and he can't move it across. And now Jensen with it. Pushes it across the line. It's knocked back out again. Way over in this side. Jensen didn't know it was coming. Got off the ice. He was going for a change. Now way back, Sawyer Kuzik's going to have to go get it, but it's an icing call and going to come all the way back. 7:54 left in the second period. The Hunters have worked their way to a 9-3 lead here. and full marks for it.
Yeah, good thing Blake didn't see that puck. If he would have played that, they probably would have had too many men there.
Yeah, you didn't see it at all. And somebody must have been talking to him.
Yeah.
There was a puck that rolled into the goaltender as Tobias Thack got tackled. Tobias. Oh, it's going to come across on this side, and Thack punches it ahead to Bondarchuk, but now it's pulled down, and away they go. And this is Motrin coming back. No, Kuchek with it. Another save by Herebenek. Playing very, very well. And now May able to work it out, and a nice move in this neutral zone. And this is Bondarchuk, and the 55 would have kept going hard to the net. Thack. I think Bondarchuk would have given it to him that time, but he stopped skating. In behind the net, and they're going to be cleared out. Snagged there by the Park defenseman.
Oh, yeah, it was offside there.
That's called by about 10 guys to my left.
Yeah.
Offside.
Yeah.
Perfect hand signals and everything.
Yeah, I think Caden Dick saw that one, referee from way back.
So the face-off is outside the line, and won by Park. As that was 15, Herbert. He's been a good player for the Park Posse tonight. Now Hunters can't clear it, and Johnson's going to come back and shove a guy out of his way, get it ahead, and here's a 2-on-2. Oh, good job by number 10. That's Levi, isn't it? Levi Dick.
You bet.
Good job to stay onside. Now going to be flicked all the way in. No icing on that, even though it came from the other side. That one's knocked down in front momentarily, but back they come, and defenseman was falling down. And back they come, and they're going to get to it? Yeah, they do. And now here's Gabe goes behind the back to himself. Getting tricky now. And back they come. It's a 2-on-1. Just flipping that shot in and wide. And now Hunters are going to go back and pick it up. I think that was Kuzik. He threw it out. Boy, that's amazing. Just putting a guy in that far blue line, and he's just waiting there. Here comes Stonehouse, and the rebound. Johnson hammers it home.
Yeah, you can't really fault the Naka there. He's making that first save. But that puck comes off his pad right out to Johnson, and he was just sitting right in front of the net.
So that's double figures for the Hunters. It's 10-3. Remember, they trailed this game 3-1 halfway through the first period. Almost exactly halfway through the first period. Well, 9:32 left. 10.5 minutes in, they were behind 3-1. It's now 10-3. Here's a nice rush in, and again, Herebenek with it. With the glove save. There's going to be a shot just wide by 11. Townsend. One of the Hunters goes down in the corner, but they leave the puck there and able to work his way out. Working hard over there. I don't even know who it is.
Oh, Vanessa.
Was it Vanessa?
Yeah.
I was seeing 18, and now Hunter's going to clear it out and trying to come down that side. Vanessa just throwing to the ice. Spun around. And back comes 22, and they managed to get a stick on a good. Oh, they got one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why that wasn't a penalty here.
Kind of slid out in 11 for Park on that one there. He's pretty jacked. Must be his first goal of the year or something there.
11, you think?
Yeah, it was 11, yeah. It's kind of one of them goals there, and nobody tied up the forward stick there, and he slid it underneath Herebenek. The goalies are playing actually pretty good both ways. They're making that first save, but D-man should be clearing them out and not letting them shoot that second one.
Looks like Bobo is going to make. Oh no! They took I thought he was all ready. He was taking a breath and everything, and then they took it away from him. Now Bondarchuk in the neutral zone. He falls down of his own accord, gets back up, but loses the puck. But it's cleared out. Now good back checking there by Houston. And back they come, but you can't get across the line there. That was Motrin. And now trying to move and find some room was Rustad. And that's going to be cleared by the Hunters. That was Nash. Got it to Bondarchuk. down. He saw 17 and kind of just dumped that puck in. Rustad had him lined up. And now it's out in the neutral zone, but given away there, but good back checking by Bondarchuk. And now Hunters in their own zone, throw it to the line and out. They're going to be thrown back in, and that's snagged by the goaltender, and back to get it is Stonehouse with it, Alex Stonehouse. Bondarchuk comes across the line, nice pass across looking for Chloe Dennis, and she can't pick it up. And she tries to finish her check down in the corner. And Park going to get it out, try to throw it back towards the line, and now it's cleared into the zone. Hunter's going to take an icing call now as they look for a long lead pass, and just a little bit out of Bondarchuk's. No, that was actually Gabe Stonehouse's reach there.
Yeah, 10-4, Hudson Bay well out in front here, 3:29 left in the second. 22 shots for each team, actually.
Yeah. Score shouldn't be 10-4 then.
No, it shouldn't.
And now it's going to come back to the line. There's a shot. And
in there, yeah.
Hanging in, and that's 2 in a row for Park.
Looked like 22, their assistant captain with the shot from the point. I think he got a helper on the last one there. And their captain put it home here. He was in front for the rebound, number 29. Looks like it'll be 22 or 29 from 22.
Yeah, they don't want to piddle around here too much. That's 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
It was 10-3, and now it's 10-5. Long way to go. There's 3:24 left in this period, and it's Hunters are still comfortably in front, but don't start giving away rebounds and bury some chances. They haven't even had a really good chance lately. There's Stonehouse, and he's hauled down, and arms stay down. Trying to come out of the corner now is Johnson, and he gets bowled over. And Hunters control it at their own blue line on that clearing pass. Shot ahead, and trying to shovel it ahead was Heft McLean. But back comes Choquette. He just scored. And now down. Shot went wide. Cleared out. And now they're going to call that one.
Yeah, that was kind of a weak one. Looks like 22's off to the box here. No? 18 with a trip. Yeah, Park off to the box. Hudson Bay off to the power play with 2:39 left in the second period and a 5-goal lead. Hudson Bay's got a face-off in deep on Park.
That's Hudson Bay's first power play here. And after there was, how many guys that got absolutely bowled over and hit from behind and tackled, and
kind of a little cheeky one called there, I think. Yep.
Oh, and now the mix-up here, and now coming out of the corner, there's a shot. There's another goal post. I was taking a rip at that one was Drake Dewar, I think. Now he's really forechecking. No, it's not Dewar. It's 19 again. That's Maslin. There's a shot, and that one's going to be stopped, but covered up by the goaltender, who has to trap it on the ice.
Yeah, just in time. Johnson followed a shot in there, and he just got it covered before Johnson was there to poke it home.
Well, Hunters have to get out of this period without giving up another one. Head to the third with a 5-goal lead would be pretty awesome, but don't start letting them chip away at this one. Face-off was there. Now Houston comes back to the point. There's a shot, and it was through a screen.
Yeah.
And Anaka did a good job down on his knees to knock that one down and cover it up. They're not, those rebounds aren't coming out as far as they have been.
Yeah.
Face-off will be to his right, deep in the zone there by the scoreboard end. 2:04 left in the period. Shots are actually Hunters have 24-23. It's 10-5 on the scoreboard. Now over in the corner, here comes Johnson out, and a good work there by 14. Got a stick on it. That was Motram. Knocked that one down. Now they're looking for that breakaway pass, and he was wide open, and they couldn't get it to him. Now there's a slick play and gets it back to Bondarchuk. He's going to have room to take the shot. Good. There's going to be a hooking call there.
Yeah.
And they're going down 2 men for 57 seconds here.
Nice to see the Park assistant captain there. He hooked him and Bondarchuk went down. He went over right away just to make sure he was all right. Then he put his hands up and said, "What? That's not a penalty."
It looks like Herbert going to the box. So he gets their second power play, and they're going to be 57 seconds, 5-on-3. They got to get one here before the end of the period.
Yeah.
Going to the third with a 6-run lead would be better. Getting ready for spring, 6-run lead. Okay, here's Johnson. He's finds some room. He's going to snap that shot, rebound, and digging it out. And unable
what
to
a
score.
save by Anaka. Belly down on the ice, made a couple big saves here with 1:12 left in the period to keep it 10-5 for Hudson Bay.
Is that Gabe that dug it out of the pile there and looked like he had an open net?
Yeah, Hudson Bay forwards are pretty tenacious on them rebounds today. They just stop right there and keep digging.
Now a nice tip pass back over there, and a nice passing play there by the Hunters. Now to the line, and they Kuzak couldn't knock it down. He hustles back and takes 29. Choquette off the puck, or just interfered with him enough. And back they come. It's a 3-on-2 for the Hunters. And that was Johnson to Stonehouse, and his shot went high and wide. And now it's going to be cleared again all the way down. 35 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, one man out of the box here.
Yeah. Now there's a long lead pass to the Hunters, and that's Gabriel Stonehouse trying to work around. Don't take a penalty there now. And back they come, and there's a shot, and it's blocked by Stonehouse. 18 seconds left in the period. Fed ahead, and Stonehouse tries to move it. Comes back to his brother. Over to Johnson, that's picked off. Johnson waited for it. Now trying to come in late, and there's a shot, and had to be blocked away to the corner as the period winds down here. And the Hunters are in good shape. They're going to start with a 25-second power play. But more importantly, they have a 5-run lead, or 5-goal lead, looking for the league championship. Northeast Minor Hockey League U15 championship on the line here. As long as Hudson Bay doesn't lose by 5 or 6 in this one period.
You must be thinking about the J season starting up this week, Gene. Talking about runs. Their preseason's all done. The regular season starting here.
Yeah, so anyway, that's going to be the end, and I'm sorry I can't tell you who scored, and that's a lot of goals, 15 goals in 40 minutes, so it's hard to try to summarize. Looks like Bondarchuk got 1, Johnson got 2 for the Hunters. Luke Jensen had 1 in there too.
Yeah, Luke had 1, yeah.
And it looks like Townsend and Choquette got the last 2 of the period. So it's 10-5, headed to the third period, and I'm gonna take a break, and so we'll be right back. We don't have our phones, so can't look up NHL scores. We can't.
Oh, we got Jackie's here, but I gotta go buy some Craig Home Hardware $2,500 50/50 tickets.
And
so
thanks to everybody that helps to keep the rink going, and thanks to the sponsors for the 50/50s. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Luckily, the people in the noisemakers have been not quite as noisy during the game. As soon as the noise subsides, we'll get going again. The teams are both out on the ice now, getting ready for the third period. 10-5, and the Hunters have 25 seconds of extra man here.
Wow, that was some horn honking there, Gene.
I know a move, but they can take those horns and put them back in their car. Wow, tipped in by the Hunters as Houston goes after it. It's knocked down. Here comes Bondarchuk. Oh, a nice attempt to get to the front of the net, but an equally good defensive play. Now it tips up and over. Not sure why they whistled that one.
Yeah, I got the update here for the second period if you wanted the scoring for Hudson Bay here.
Maybe when you get home, just send it to me.
Okay, yeah,
please?
for sure I will.
I do a little story and just for my subscribers. Now right out in front, and the Hunters trying to figure out what to do with it, and that was, who the heck?
That was Levi Dick.
Levi Dick, yeah.
Yeah, some good back checking by Levi there.
Now that's going to be an icing call. It goes the length of the ice. That power play is over. And all the way back.
Yeah, 10-5 to start the third period in favor of your hometown Hudson Bay Hunters. Shots on net 28-24 for the Hunters.
Now they switch sides and go to the right of Luke Karibanuk. Luke's been pretty steady in here. There's a shot, and that one was maybe tipped, and it went just wide. Now it's chipped out, and here comes Bondarchuk. He's got a man with him, and he's going to take the shot for the short side. And chasing the rebound over there was Nash Houston. And now Nash runs a little bit of interference, and now the Hunters, they came close there.
Yeah.
A couple of little dipsy-doodle moves there. They got Stonehouse out there with Bondarchuk and Houston. Houston ends up with it, gets it back to the line. There's a tip in, and the goaltender, Caleb Anaka, dives across and knocks that one down. So 18:46 left here, 10-5 for the Hunters, looking for the league championship.
Yeah, thank you to Craig Home Hardware for guaranteeing $2,500 for tonight. They will be drawing shortly, so buy your tickets.
Phone somebody that's here and get them to buy you a ticket. Now it's cleared out and got by Zane Pasco, and back to get it there is Alexander Stonehouse. He flips it up to the right wing, and the Hunters they couldn't get it out. And now trying to come back in.
Yeah, he was out there.
And that was 14, took it to the line, Motrin, and looked like maybe he was out, but they waved it off. Here comes Noah Milky in, and there was a big rebound that time, but it's knocked down, and here comes Gabriel Stonehouse, goes around 19 on the outside, cuts to the middle, there's a shot, and that's a good save by Anaka.
Yeah, no whistle on that one.
Yeah, Johnson pinned his man, just don't want to jump for that one. And now here they come back again. This is Gabe Stonehouse. He shoots from just inside the line, goes into the corner, and Johnson barges his way along the boards, and it rolls out in front, and Park's going to clear it. And now here comes 18 with it. That's Pullman Nippy, and throws it in, and unable to clear it out there was I'm not sure. I thought it was 15. And now trying to pick it away out there in the neutral zone was Gabriel Stonehouse. Down the side, and Stonehouse rocks his man, but he's the one that fell down. So good, solid effort to force get rid of this check. What am I trying to say here? And now Park in the neutral zone over on this side. A good pass right on the stick and down, and going to be bodied out there. It looked like he was going to be. Now back to the point, and they're going to take the shot, and it goes behind everybody and out the other side. And now coming out right out in front, and there's a shot.
Oh, big save. Yeah, huge save by Rebenuck. A little extra pushing and shoving after the whistle here, but nobody off to the box. Yeah, Rebenuck made the save, and the puck kind of squirted out, but the whistle had already went. Good thing.
And I think Park took a whack or two at it, and then Hudson Bay didn't like that, and all of a sudden the shots are 31-26. So face-off will be to the right of Luke Rebenuck in the Hudson Bay zone. He's played a good game. Now unable to pick it up on that far side. There was Tobias Thack, and Park keeps it in. 16:20 left here in the third period. Going to be a big shot, well wide, but boy, there was too many skates there. And now they're not sure where it is, and they managed to clear it out. Trying to move it in there was Nash Houston. And catching, not picking up these names, they're not coming to me as fast. Now back to the point, and they're going to keep it in. Now it's a 2-on-1, and there's one dark shot, going to make it 11-5.
Actually, Bondarchuk split it over to Gabe. I thought that's Gabe's third goal of the game. Bondarchuk, I don't know if he found on it or shot it, and it went over to Gabe, and Gabe split it underneath.
I get those two numbers, 19 and 12. They're hard.
Nice play before that by Tobias Thack to play it along the boards there. Hopefully he'll be getting the secondary assist on that. He should. He's the one that threw the puck in front, so we'll see if we can maybe pick it up here. Alex and Gabe were in front, and the puck come over from Tobias on the far side there by the access cable, and
6-goal lead for the Hunters here with 16 minutes left. Looking ahead, that's going to be stolen there by Johnson. Tried to backhand it out in front and then never got to Stonehouse, but he goes and gets it himself. Hands on the dump in. Now he's going to knock that one down again, but trying to come up with it there was Sanderson, and got it out into the neutral zone, but it's going to be fired right back in by the Hunters. And now Johnson pinches down on the left side and gets that shot well wide, and ricochets all the way out. Pascal has to go back to his own blue line to get it. Now.
Yep, back with an assist, and I thought she said Houston too.
Well, but
they had Gabe did the skate by, and I saw. Unless you know what, I think maybe Alex Bondarchuk missed it, and they gave it to Nash and to Thack the assist, and gave the goal. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Oh, there's a solid hit. 29. Oh, there's a bad cross check.
Yeah.
Van Ness.
Yeah.
Didn't like getting knocked down by Choquette. And came back.
Looks like both doors are opening, and Park's captain's off too. Oh, you don't need to be tapping that stick. You're going to get an extra 2.
Oh, I don't think I'll worry about it, but I didn't really see what Choquette did. That was a solid hit.
Hit contact for Hudson Bay and roughing for Park.
Oh. So they called it head contact. Does that come with a...
Well, I don't know, because he held up 4 fingers and he touched it to his head, but they must not do that anymore. They used to go 2 minutes and touch it to their helmet for 2-minute penalty, and for 4. He did touch 4 there, but...
Oh, they're not. I never.
Oh, yeah, they got. Looks like Levi's going to have to serve also. So I'm not sure what the call is here, but if Vanessa's getting an extra.
Yeah, looks like it. 14:38 left. Hopefully in the game.
Yeah, so Park will be off to a power play with 14:38 left in the third, and Hudson Bay with a 6-goal lead, 11-5.
And this is Park's third power play of the game. Face off to the right of Luke Rebenuck. And thinking the draw is now Bondarchuk, and now Bondarchuk tries to get it. He does get it to the line. There's one in, knocked down, shot, and the save made there. And Kozak was right in the middle of that play too. But the save was made by Hrebenuk, and Kozak clanging heads over there with Sanderson. Down in the corner now. Kozak takes his man out a couple of times, but Park comes up with the puck. Round, Scott, wide open. Hrebenuk. That's the save of the game. That one wide open net.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice play by Park. I think out to number 10. Absolute laser, and he had 2 whacks at it. And Hrebenuk just stood there solid, yeah.
Nixon Reed, been one of the better players for Park, and that's just an excellent save by Hrebenuk.
Yeah.
Face off to the right, they're still down for another 126 on the power play. Now one of the Hunters, it looks like Stonehouse, is kicked out. Johnson takes that, and that one's going to trickle in.
Yeah, that one was tipped in front there, shot by the left D at the point there. Looks like their assistant captain here.
And that'll be a power play goal.
Yep, must have went right through by number 14 for Park. So we got 11-6 hockey game here. That was a power play goal for Park with 13:58 left here in the third.
Yep. Hunters need the next one. They're still ahead. Didn't put the score up yet. Still ahead by 5 goals with 14 minutes left.
Looks like Levi Dick out there with Stonehouse and Johnson on the front end here. A little bit of a different look.
I'm not sure what the ref's talking about now. Brought Bo Purvis to the door, and
I think Bo straightened him out.
okay, he's trying to get out of their own zone. Levi kept it in. Now it's out on this side, and that's Sanderson with it. He throws it back on the other side. And here comes Rustad down and goes around the defense and right in front, and that's a nice save. Cool and calm by Luka Hrebenuk.
Yeah, no panic in his game.
Was down on his knees and just, maybe Rustad shot it into his stick, or into his glove, but made it look smooth.
Yeah, the bottom of the net covered in that butterfly.
So that power play gets Park a little bit closer. It's 11-6 now. To be sure, Hunters would like the next one here. Down below and out in front. And that was cleared out in front by Sanderson, and it was chipped away and in behind the net, and now the Hunter's going to have a chance. They got to skate a little bit harder than that. Cleared in, and now here's a shot, and it's just wide, and that's another good save. And here comes Stonehouse. Tries to put it around 14, and good. Got a piece of him, I guess, we'll say that. Now dumped back in by the Hunters. Nobody swarming in after 13 minutes left in the period. And back comes Park. There's a shot, and that's glove knocked down and covered by Hrebenuk.
Yeah, 64 shots combined so far, and we still got 13 minutes to play here in the third period.
Good thing Stoney's got his mind on the game here. He took two elbows to the ribs there on his way to the box, but he may have initiated them a little bit too by skating a tad close. Now chipped out, and Bondarchuk goes after. Is going to roll all the way down right on the goaltender. Back to get it is 22, Gutek. Gerald Gutek, they're going to get it out. Now here comes 13 with it, Drake Dewar. Right out, and he's knocked down. The puck rolls, and Hrebenuk dives out and takes it down.
Yeah, good on Luke for slowing this game down. Every time that puck comes in, he just flops on it and covers it up and gets a whistle, not allowing Park to get any momentum here generated in the third.
Face-off will be to Hrebenuk's right. 12 and a half minutes left. 10-6 is 11-6 is the score.
$3,900 is a 50.
39. It's nice that the Craigs don't have to cough up any of that 2,500. Generous offer though. Bondarchuk goes down, gets some interference there from Blake Jensen. Now right out of front, and that's a nice setup. It looks like Houston probably. Houston from Bondarchuk. And that makes it 12-6. That was an important one. Score shots on net 34-31. That's a testament of how well Herebenuk has played in the Hudson Bay goal. Oh, there's a holding call.
Yep.
They just tackled Nash Houston and threw him into the boards. Wow, that was close to a knee-on-knee coming out. Now it's going to be flicked. That should be an icing call. Did they wave it off? What the heck? I think the refs want to go home. What's on TV tonight?
Yeah.
Now trying to come in there is 11. That's Blake Jensen. Guys on both sides taking an extra time to give a stick or a little forearm shiver to the opposing players there. Now trying to clear it out. Almost kept in for a minute anyway. Back they come, 2-on-3. Trying to swing into the middle. Good work by Kozak. Ooh, and now they give it away in behind, right out in front, and they fanned on it. But here's a shot from deep, and that's knocked down. Too many bodies in between on that shot. Now the Hunter, they threw it right out in front again, and Mottram has it. Now the Hunter's going to be able to clear it. Flipping it ahead was Houston, I believe, and getting it into the Park zone. Park comes out, tries to play it over here to Choquette. He returns that pass, and here's number 10 with it, Nixon Reed. In the middle, there's a shot, and that never got close to the net. And now Kozak tried to take his man out in the corner. He ended up down. But now Jensen had trouble finding the handle on that one. Back now is Zane Pasco. And now it pops right out in front, and it's knocked away. And there's another shot. The pucks keep coming to the Park players, and they can't hit the net on it. There's one that's up and over top of the glass and out of play.
Yeah, good offensive time by Park, but like you said, Gene, they cannot hit the net here in the last 3-4 shots on net.
10 minutes left. Hunters lead 12-6. Championship is on the line here. U15 Northeast Minor Hockey League. Championship game. Don't know if you could hear that 50-50 was 39.85 is the payout. And that's great because Home Hardware had guaranteed $2,500, which is very generous, and they won't have to open the checkbook. And there's Chloe Dennis, put it in wide of the net. Now Park trying to come out, 9:40 left here in the game, and back comes 15. Herbert, he's stopped just inside the blue line, and now flipped all the way down, and this is Declan Thack with it, and threw it out, and 19 can't clear it. That's Stonehouse, and that one rolls just about wide of the net. And back they come now. 25 controls it at his own zone. That's Aiden Sharp. And now Hunter's going to clear it out of the zone through the neutral zone, and back they come. The Park does. And here's getting a second chance is Choquette. He swings wide to the left. Good work by the defense. Forward is coming back, and the defenseman got over there. A big hit. And that was Stonehouse, and with the hit, cleared it out, and there's Gabe Stonehouse with the shot. Good save, solid save by Anaka, and the face-off will be here to his right-hand side. 8:53 left, under 9 minutes. Hudson Bay leads at 12-6. Face-off to be taken by Bondarchuk. and he pushes it ahead, and now he steals it back again, coming from a sharp angle right out in front, and none of his teammates could get a hand on it. Here comes the captain, Choquette back, feeds it right into the middle, and 27 Sanderson. All he could do was nudge it towards the goaltender, and Hrebenek, like he's done all game, just covered up and holds it off. 35-33 of the shots on net in Hudson Bay's favor. But Hrebenek has faced 33 and allowed 6, so pretty good night. Then steady. Now wheeling around, and there's another shot. That's going to be gloved by Hrebenek. Whew. Anyway, the face-off will be to his right here. Game winding down, 8.5 minutes left. Hudson Bay a comfortable lead right now to 6 goals. Into the corner by the scoreboard. Now it comes back, and there's going to be a shot by Mottram, and it's wide. And Levi Dick gets over there and harasses that defenseman. Now it's going to pop out, and Levi can't reach it. Now he does a little bit of forecheck. He gets a body check in there. Now the Hunter's going to be able to clear it. No, not yet. Now they get it out and skating it out. This is Bondarchuk. He took a knee or it's a call. I don't know what the call was. Looks like a penalty.
No, I was just.
No, not sure what the call was there. Face off at the Park blue line. Kind of tied up there. Now it comes back and just tapping it over on this side, and Van Ness clears it in. That was Pascal who got it over to Van Ness, and he whacked it in wide of the net, but got it in. Now he's going to get another chance to do it. He wanted to go after that guy that hit him, and he held up. Nicely done. Now Van Ness goes in there and does a little slick play there to get it down low behind the goal line.
Definitely doesn't back down, that's for sure.
Trying to come out with it and doing a very successful job. All the way down is Poorman Nippy. And that shot was wide, right out in front. The line's there, and Hrebenek slapped at it, and defenseman was there, and it just slid by everybody. There's a shot again by Poorman Nippy, and now it's going to be clear. That's going to be an icing, but you get a little bit of time to relax there. That was Alexander Stonehouse.
Yeah, I was watching the Montreal game the other night. The Islanders pulled their goalie with 6 minutes left. I don't think that's going to happen tonight with Park being ahead 12-6.
Hudson Bay being ahead.
Hudson Bay being ahead 12-6.
Here's a shot through a screen, multiple screens, and it hit one of the players in front. And now with a chance to get it out is Luke Jensen. He's going to chase it out into the neutral zone. And good work. Good forechecking. He's going to get that puck and tried to get it out in front. Still kept battling, and now he grabbed that guy's head and shoved it between his knees. But ref just said, no, don't do that. Now here comes Kuzik with it. He gets it up on the left wing, and Stonehouse can't get out. Going to be kept in. There's a shot, and Kuzik knocked that one down. There's Levi with it, gets out in the neutral zone, and here comes Johnson, and he dove and tried to tap it across to Stonehouse, I believe, and that was broken up. Now he gets it back again on the pass from the defenseman, and in the neutral zone, here comes Choquette with it. He cuts to the middle, number 29 cuts to the middle. There's a shot and another save by Hrebenek. Some of the forwards have had a good game, but Luke Hrebenek is the player of the game for Hudson Bay, as far as I'm concerned on this one. Ooh, everyone mishandled. You'll get another save, and there's another save. He pounces on it.
Yeah, actually, Park is out shooting Hudson Bay at this point, 36-35, but Hudson Bay is outscoring them 12-6, and like you said, Gene, Luke is having one heck of a game.
I think Luke's been out at his uncle's farm there.
Yeah, he's been flipping bales or something there.
Trapping mice. The draw was won by Porcupine, and now they're trying to move it in, and there's a rebound, and they score.
Yeah.
Looks like
18? Maybe 18 with the brown mitts there. Yeah, I think him from Reed, I do believe.
5:06 left. Cuts it a little bit. That makes it 12-7. So who did we say? 50? Oh.
18, I think, at the brown mitts.
Yeah, I don't have a clue who the defense was or who the assists were. Oh.
Yeah, Nixon Reed 10 at the assist.
What?
Nixon Reed with the assist on that one, number 10. And I don't know about the secondary assist on that.
Hunters, 4.5 minutes left. They're still up by 5. Here's Bondarchuk. He back skates and bounces it off the glass and out into the neutral zone. Ooh, look out. That could have been a hooking call. Guy didn't go down, though. Now Reed keeps it in behind the net. Bentley Kozak gets a shot on somebody there behind the net. Now out in front, going to bounce one in, but Hudson Bay is going to knock it down, and they're going to clear it out. It's going to go for icing, though. Unfortunately, it went right by one of them and one of us, and 4 minutes left. It's an icing ball. Posse is a little literal there. Since it's a long time since I could play U15.
Oh, yeah.
Shaw came back to the left of Rebenek and now gets it to the point through a huge crowd that was knocked down, couldn't get through everybody. Now the Hunter's going to tip it out, just get it out of the zone. Now across, and Bondarchuk's going to send it in and go for a break. Good work over there by Houston. Checking. Oh, there was a hit with the stick on that far side. Another little interference by, could be either one of them.
Yeah, just pick a number. They're all hitting each other now.
Yeah. Fella had to wait for his teammate to get onside. Probably wasn't onside yet, but he took the shot from outside the blue line, and Rebenek just snagged that one. 38 shots on him now. He's allowed 7 goals, so doing a good job. Face off was to his left, and now here's another one, and there's another save. Yeah. Sneaking in there was Gerald Gutek. Rebinek's going to need a shower and a sleep tonight. Except he'll be so pumped up after this game.
Yeah. They'll probably be having a few cold Pepsis.
I hope they're just Pepsis.
Yeah. Pepsis from the canteen and some Hunter's burgers.
There's a shot, and that one's knocked away by Rebenek. Just playing great.
Yeah, 40 shots.
And that's just going to be tapped down. That should be way off the icing as Gutek goes back to get it. And now trying to pick his way out, and there's a pass up ahead there to Drake Adour, and he can't get across the line with control. 2:40 left in the game. Hudson Bay just has to keep working here for another 2.5 minutes. Now flipped in and swinging at it there was 13 Dura. In behind the net, there's a little clashing of egos there. There's a backhand, and again, the Hunters are doing a good job of having that stick back there as well. Like, a lot of them are getting through to Rebenek, but he's also doing a very good job. The defensemen are doing a very good job. Ooh, that was another crossbar, I think. Yeah, goal post. Clearing it out, 2 minutes left in the game, and there's Stonehouse with a steal. Tried to bounce it in past the goaltender, and Caleb Anaka holds his ground and makes the save.
Yeah, I didn't hear who won the 50-50. I heard the last two numbers were 6-4, and I do have a 6-4, but I texted Bo and I haven't heard back from him here.
When you get a chance, text Bo and ask him if he would send a copy of the game sheet to me.
Final game sheet? Okay.
Yeah. Now Hunter's going to keep it in. That was Johnson, got it deep. And there's Gabriel Stonehouse with a chance, and digging in behind there momentarily was Levi Dick, and now it's picked off by Stonehouse again. There's a shot, and trying to tip it was Levi. But the goaltender makes the save. 1:37 left. It's 12-7 for Hudson Bay. They're being outshot 41-37. So really can't say that Parks played a bad game. Had some goals went in that probably Caleb didn't like, but otherwise they're out shooting Hunters, and they've had some glorious scoring chances and just haven't finished them. Down to 1:20 left. Trying to work out. Good work there by Levi Dick, and he makes it. Now he might get an assist. Trying to pot it in. Oh, yeah. The net. Stonehouse again, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, good to see Levi get an assist on that one.
Yeah, he did good work. He was in there just digging away.
Yeah, for sure.
So the Hunters are 1 minute and 11 seconds away from the championship, 13-7. And you said it's been a while, eh?
Yeah, I know back in the day in 2018, I don't know if they won after that, but Hunter Bourne and Carson and Jaden and them guys, they won one.
So face off of that center ice, and they got the power line out there now. Tobias Thack and Chloe.
And Orlando.
Back they come. Chloe took a run at the defenseman and he knocked her down. Now right in on net and shot wide again, and that's happened a few times. Now Thack has it at the blue line momentarily, and there's Dennis. She gets to the line and dumps it in. 40 seconds left. And now trying to come out, but keeping it in there was Chloe Dennis again. And now the Park gets it out, but there's a good play by, not sure if that's one of the Thack boys or 66. Luke Jensen made the play. Shot back in, and this time Tobias Thack keeps it in. 15 seconds left, and Hunters are going to be champs of the league here. They're probably disappointed with how the provincial playoffs ended, but they'll go home with a championship here in the league. Tied up in the corner. And everybody celebrates. Yeah. Oh. Somebody's going to pull that glass down someday.
Yeah.
For Park, they line right up, and Chloe Dennis going to lead the Hunters through the line. Oh, Luke decides to go first. The two goaltenders.
Yeah, Luke, a lot of sweat on his brow there. Yeah, final score 13-7. Hunters win. Hunters also outshot by Park 41-38. Final shots on net.
Bay hasn't had a whole lot to cheer about lately, so
yeah, good for them.
They're all celebrating here. And players from both sides going over to shake the ref's hand.
Care River Bantams, they kind of picked up Hudson Bay as followers here. I don't know if they're going to be joining with Hudson Bay Midgets here next year or what, but I guess they said they've been at their last 3 games here, all the Care River boys.
Oh, that's who they are. I was trying to see if I could recognize them.
Yeah, because I know the Midgets might be a little short next year, so maybe they thought they'd hop on the Hudson Bay bandwagon this year.
Cheer a little bit and you can get a chance to play. So hopefully Bo got your message. Did he answer? Or?
Yeah, no, he never answered. I asked him the number to 50-50, and I sent him a picture of the one that I thought I might have had a winner, but nothing.
Pull down the glass. Gee. Everybody getting a hand on it, and there's they already have the banner that'll go up.
Yeah.
We don't have any banners up in here anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I think they're on the lobby.
Oh, they might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Nash Houston with the trophy, and here comes the banner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel naked without my phone here. I'd be texting anybody I could, but.
Yeah, I texted here, and I had been there to get much action there. I heard the last 2 numbers of were 64, and I thought, oh boy, I just won $4,000, but I haven't seen anybody go to the box, and I can't hear any announcements anyways.
No,
somebody did win, so
I couldn't hear anything. Yeah, so it's just wrapping up. They're taking some pictures at center ice here, and congratulations to the Hunters and all their coaches. Who we got? We got a Dick and a Dennis and a Kuzik.
Stonehouse, I think, is in there.
Yeah. Well done. Here comes Jared Johnson's grandma wants a picture, and they broke up the huddle already.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure someone will have about a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Somebody with green hair. Hello for the Hunters. Oh, now everybody wants a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo cleared out of there pretty quick, so.
No, he's still there.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there. He's right in behind the town Hudson Bay sign with the hat on. And the bunny hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a picture. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they'll have a few pictures of the banner and the trophy going on here for a while, I think.
Yeah. Well, I don't have much more to say here.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure doing all these games with you this year, and
yeah, hopefully we can do a few more next year.
Yeah. And if you're wondering, if Eric introduced me to a fellow named Jimmy that's here with he's the Hudson Bay Media apparently, and he was videotaping this game, and for this game he was able to hook into our play-by-play, so hopefully that turned out okay for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Hunter's taking a victory lap now, and we'll see. Handshakes all around here.
Yeah, well, that was a good season, Gene, and at least we finished up with one championship here in town, so.
Yeah. So until we speak to you next year, congratulations to the U15 Hunters. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night. I definitely won't miss that frickin' horn.
Hanging on the garbage can.
I'd sure like to know if that was a winning ticket. And I think it might have been. I went him on $4,000. Because all I heard was something, and then I thought it was 9064. And that's what I got.
Here,